prohibited from exceeding a cumulative total of 1,000 kilometers of track time. It is important to note the reduced drag. Additionally, stricter testing of the rear wing slot gap will be implemented, limiting deflection to 30 newtons, up from the current 10 newtons. Other pending approvals by the F1 Commission include a new deflection limit for the upper rear wing and stricter limits on front wing deflection, effective from round 9, Barcelona, onwards. 6. Qualifying classifications adjustments. Last year's Sao Paulo Grand Prix underscored the potential for qualifying to be cancelled due to inclement weather. Consequently, the regulations have been amended to stipulate that if the stewards deem a qualifying session unfeasible, the grid for the race will be determined based on the Drivers' Championship classification. The same applies to a sprint qualifying session that cannot be held. In both instances, if the Drivers' Championship order cannot be utilized, e.g., at the inaugural round of the season, a grid order will be determined at the steward's discretion. Furthermore, the procedure for determining a qualifying classification in the event of multiple drivers failing to set a time in Q2 or Q3 or Square 2 or Square 3 has been clarified. While drivers will continue to be ranked based on whether they completed a flying lap before those who departed the pits to attempt one, if there are any drivers who do not set a lap time and cannot be separated by these metrics, the order from the preceding segment of the session will be employed. For instance, if two drivers commence flying laps in Q3 but fail to complete them due to a red flag and do not set a time, they will be classified based on their fastest lap time in Q2. This year's Abu Dhabi end-of-season test will adopt a distinct format due to the substantial regulatory changes set to be implemented in 2026. While the young driver test will proceed as usual, utilizing a current car driven by a driver with a limited number of Grand Prix starts, no more than 2. The second car must be a specially adapted mule car designed for testing the 2026 tires. These tires will have distinct dimensions and specifications compared to the 2025 Pirelli rubber, and the anticipated performance characteristics of the forthcoming generation of cars will also differ. Consequently, teams are permitted to utilize either their 2025 car or any vehicle from the preceding 4 years that has been appropriately modified to facilitate track testing of the designated tire supplier's future products. Should you find this video informative, kindly subscribe to the channel, share it, and feel free to express your thoughts in the comment section below.